Welcome back to Inside Texas Politics. We watched protests and arrests inside the state capitol last week as Republicans pushed through a bill to ban transgender children from getting any type of assistance to transition. State Rep Gene Wu, one of those speaking out against this legislation. He is a Democrat who represents parts of Houston. Good morning, Representative Wu. Let's talk about what exactly this legislation would do to transgender kids who want to transition. What exactly would it prevent?
So this would prevent all care, all treatment, anything in the continuum of care, from counseling to therapy to anything else, would come to a complete screeching halt.
What reasons have supporters given for wanting to pass this bill?
So, and that's the really frustrating part is that, the proponents of this legislation say, oh, we're protecting children. But the problem is the children themselves, their family members, their doctors have come and said, we don't want your protection. We don't need your protection. And your protection that you're offering actually hurts us. And it's going to cause hundreds, if not thousands, of kids who are already in just really tough situations and who really have really severe issues and are in risk of suicide to contemplate that, to potentially even take their own lives.
The one thing that I keep hearing from Republicans is, you do what you want after you're 18, but under 18, this shouldn't be allowed. What do you think about that?
So again, you know, we would defer that question to the families, to the doctors, to the children themselves, to the young people who have struggled with this, who have spent their lives dealing with this, who have gone through therapy, who have gone through counseling, who have talked to people, who have dealt with this day in and day out. The opposition is not willing to even pass a single gun-related bill that would actually make kids safer. Not even give it a consideration. But they're using this. They're using this as saying, "Oh, we're going to protect kids."
And it looks like this is likely going to be headed to the governor's desk. What's that going to mean to the transgender children and to their families in this state?
So there are an estimated 30,000 transgendered youth in the state of Texas, and my heart breaks for them and for their families because it's already hard enough to be transgender. It's already hard enough to know that society as a whole views you differently, rejects you, shuns you. But to have the government itself come and tell you that you are unwelcome, that you are unwanted, that you cannot get the care you want, that it's more important to them to make political points than to protect your life and safety and to prevent you from contemplating taking your own life. My heart breaks. My heart breaks for these families, for these kids who have to go through this. I hate bullies. And this is the worst type of bullying, to go after these kids and these families who they don't have any political power. They don't have a great voice. And they're just the weakest kid in this playground, and they're just going after them and just beating the crap out of them.
Representative, thank you for the time.
Thank you.